Okay, so hi. I know a lot of you have been asking me um how I edit my eyes in my cosplay photos, so I wanted to show you guys how to do that so you don't have to buy crappy contact lenses for pictures. And as you know, some companies aren't really the best, so I thought I'd save you guys your eyes. So Um, normally I use my actions, but I know since you guys won't have those, I'll show you a way to do it without it. So, um, make a new layer by clicking on this. What I then do is I'll try and make my eyes blue. I'll just choose a blue color that's like, oops, that's like closest to the color that you will want. It doesn't have to be like exact. You choose a brush tool. Just, I mean, you can make it the hardness like 100%, or if you want it smoother, like that's kind of up to you. I kind of put it, well, it kind of depends. So obviously make sure you're on the new layer and not on the actual photo because you don't want to draw on the photo. Um, and then you just, I usually, wait, you can start drawing if you want like this, so if you want to be able to see it clearer. But what I usually do is I change the layer to a soft light layer. See, it kind of looks more realistic already. And you just draw it on. Don't draw on the black part, just the colored part. As you can see that already kinda, but it's not realistic at all at the moment. So, do the second eye. Um, just take your time with it so it's like as accurate as possible and don't leave any of your like original eye color underneath. I think if you have lighter eyes, this might be easier because then you don't have to do what I do now. What I do is I duplicate the layer. Yes. I make one of the layers, well, you should do the lower layer. The eye means that you like can't see it. So only show this layer. Control U together. What I do is I up the lightness. As you can see, my eyes get really bright. And then I show the top layer again. And then what I usually do, I mean, if you like this, you can obviously go for this. But I don't think this is that realistic, so what I do is I change the opacity of the brightening layer a bit. I think this looks kind of better. And then I go on the top layer, Control U again. And what I kind of do is look for, like, you can even change it to other colors as you can see. But it's best to like pick a color that's closest so you can get like an accurate, like, so if you think the color isn't fully accurate, you just move this around a bit. Or if you're like, oh no, it's too saturated, you can turn that down. And if you're like, I mean, this, I wouldn't really do that. I would just change the opacity of the lower layer. Um, but yeah, I don't usually do the saturation though, but if that helps to get it realistic. So I just left it how it was, and I can turn down the opacity of the top layer, so the colored layer a bit, and the lower layer maybe a bit darker. And voila, that's kind of it. And then what I do is flatten the layer, but you can like save it like this if this is all you want to do. But if not, you can go to layer, flatten image, and then they're kind of like permanent. Control Z if you made a mistake. bring the layers back, but it's best to not flatten until you're fully done because you can't really go back. I mean, you can go back in history, but once you've closed Photoshop and once you've closed the file, then you can't really get the layers back. So then you either have to edit again or start over. But yeah, let me show you the difference. See, that's it. It's really easy. You can do it with any color. You can do it with green, purple, pink, whatever you want. And you can always, oh, I can show you this too. You can always make it a bit more realistic if you want by using dodge and burn. So I'll flatten the layer. I have it in actions, but I think the new Photoshop has actual dodge and burn in there. Put the flow down. Use the burn. Oh, I'm gonna put the hardness down. Since I put flow really low, I have to build it up. But you can basically make the edges a bit darker. Turn the flow a bit up because it takes too long otherwise. So make the edges darker as some contact lenses have. And then you can make the inner part a bit lighter. But the dodge is basically lighter, burn is darker. Sorry, I skipped over that. And then you kind of, I did it a tiny bit, but you can do it a lot more if you want. So yeah, that's it. Really easy and really cheap too. No more buying contact lenses. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.